Hello and welcome. This is Angie with thecountrysheetcottage.net. So today we're going to talk about finding a font. So I get asked all the time, maybe you find a project or a image on the internet and you're thinking, what font is that? I really want to make a project with it. There are websites that will allow you to do that. There are several different websites that will allow you to do that. Thought I would pick 4 of those and compare and contrast and see what one does best. Today we're going to look at 4 of them. They are Squirrel, WhatFont is, WhatFont, and the Font Spring Maturator. So 4 different websites. Start with Squirrel. I'm going to use the same 4 images on all 4 of those sites and try to find the font of each one. And then at the end we can give them a rating and decide which one finds the font the best. So let's take a look at all 4.
So the first one is Squirrel, and it's their Maturator. And you can just head to fontsquirrel.com and click Font Identifier, but I will have all the links for these in the description below. So what we're going to do is upload an image. And like I said, I'm going to pick the same 4 images for these 4 tests. So this first image, the text I'm going to match is this in the middle, and it's actually called Playlist Script. So I actually know what the text is that I want to match. So you just move in these boxes until only the text that you want to match is in the box. Now it is better if the text is horizontal. If the text is vertical, you might have a problem. So if it's vertical, you might want to rotate the picture in like a photo editing program before uploading it to any of these websites. Alright, and actually you can also, for Squirrel, you can actually rotate it right here within the identifier itself. So now it is highlighted, that's the text we want to do. So now we can maturate it. We want to enter the corresponding letters. So this is an F. Now for this one, I can't actually type more than 1 letter, so I can't type R-E-S-H. So we can just move on to this one and do O, and this one and do an exclamation mark, and then I'm going to just check all of these distributors just so we get every single font we can. And you could also have it match only free fonts, but I don't want to do that, so I want to see if there's any custom ones. So I'm going to leave these blank for this time and see what happens. Alright, so then we'll scroll down and we can see some of the suggestions. And actually my image pops up again so that I can compare them. So here are some of the suggestions, and so I wanted to pick a font. The first one I'm picking is actually like a cursive font because I wanted to see what it would do with different types of fonts. It's not doing great with the script, at least on Squirrel. So I'm not seeing at all anything even similar if we can look at these 2 together. I'm not seeing anything that's, I mean, it does have some script fonts, but it definitely doesn't have the playlist script. Alright, so next let's upload a different image, and we'll just see what it does with the next image, and then we'll move on to the other websites. So the second image, we're going to do the hydrated, and it's actually Roboto Condensed, R-O-B-O-T-O Condensed. And then we'll maturate it. I'm going to pick all the sites again. And this time it actually didn't ask me to match the letters, which may be good, may be bad. So we're looking for Roboto Condensed. Now I'm seeing, I mean, this font and these are super similar, but I'm looking to see if it has like an exact match anywhere on here. So I'm not seeing an exact match anywhere. I did want to point out, so you can see where the font's located as well as the price on the side, and the free ones are actually in orange. So this one is a super pretty close match, and it's a free font, so that could be a good match. Alright, so let's go and let's try our other two images. So this one I got exactly right the first time. So I pulled in the image, picked all the distributors, and it got it right away. So this is the Limelight regular, and it's actually free, so I could click this button and get the exact font that I found. So let's try our fourth picture. Again, this one I uploaded my image, picked all four, clicked Maturate it, and the very first one is actually the font that it is, and you could get that on Font Squirrel for free. So 2 out of 4 for Font Squirrel. So let's move on to our next website. This next website is WhatFontIs.com. Again, I will have all the links for these in the description below. So first we need to get our image, and we'll go in the same order. So we'll do the script font first. We'll just pick that word organic. And basically they want you to select 4 to 10 characters, so that would be approximately right. And now we'll go to next step. And then I'm going to choose the one that they recommend because it says this one is recommended, so we'll choose this one. And then we can insert the O. And again, we can only input one letter. So, I mean, we'll put the G just in case. And we'll go to next step. Alright, so this... Alright, so here are my results. Again, this one is playlist script, and I mean the results, this one isn't horrible. It's not the exact font it is, but that's not horrible. So I'm not seeing the one that it actually is, but some of those suggestions aren't bad. Like this one's another one that's not horrible. It's not a horrible match. And again, I can see my original here, so as I scroll through, I can kind of see what the differences are between the fonts. Results were not horrible. You can load more similar fonts, and they also have like an advanced search button. And when we click that, we can set custom text. So let's try that. Let's try setting the whole word. Set custom text. And so now I've typed in the whole word, and the results still aren't perfect. I mean, I have some, and there it is. So this is actually the font that it is. It's number 13 on the advanced search. So it did actually find the font I needed. So let's, we'll count that as a win for what font is. The next one we want to work on is this hydrated. And again, it's Roboto condensed. And so we're going to pick that one, click next step. And we're going to choose the recommended one again. This first was just like a piece out of, the other, this first one is just a piece out of the letter before it, so I'm not going to put anything there. I'll put something in all the other boxes and check next step. And we will see if Roboto Condensed is on the list. And there it is. So 0.2 for WhatFont is. So let's try our next picture. So this one I uploaded the image and it actually didn't have an option that's recommended, but it does tell me I can up the contrast and brightness. So I'm just going to kind of increase the contrast and brightness a bit. And then you can also rotate apparently in WhatFontis.com as well, so that's good to know. You could also invert the colors. If you had something that was black on white, you could definitely invert those. So we'll go to next step. Again, we'll insert the letters. Click next step. Now this one was the Limelight. The Font Squirrel actually got this one right, so we'll see if this one can get it right. And there it is. So Limelight is on here as well. So what font is 3 out of 4 so far. So let's upload our last image. Alright, so now that image is all uploaded, and again this one is Abril Fatface is the name of this font. And it's actually the very first result. So, WhatFont is 4 out of 4. So definitely recommend this one. Let's actually test the other two as well, just to see which is the best. So the next one is WhatFont on MyFonts.com. And we will, again, we're just going to click to upload our image. We can rotate things, it looks like, and crop things from here. So let's upload the first image. And we'll go in the same order. So this is similar to the last one in that you pick a word that you want to do. So we'll do the organic again because we did the organic last time. And then we'll click the arrow for the next screen. And this one you just enter your own text. So organic. And now we see our results. So we're looking for a playlist script, and these results are not horrible. So the first one is actually pretty good, but it is not playlist script. So we'll keep scrolling down. Alright, so I'm at the end. I didn't get bad results, like they are all like a handwritten font type. They are all like a handwriting script font, but I didn't actually get the font it is. So it's playlist script, and I did not see that on the list anywhere. So let's upload our next image. So again, this one is Roboto Condensed, and this actually sees the letters for me. I can change them here like I did with the organic, but this one is fine. And we're looking for Roboto Condensed. Alright, so I'm at the end. Did not see Roboto Condensed on the list. So what the font so far is no matches after 2 images. So let's upload our next image. Alright, so here's our image uploaded. Again, this is Limelight. The other 2 have gotten this right. So let's kind of try to see if we can find Limelight in the list. Alright, we're all the way to the bottom. I don't see Limelight again. One thing I did want to mention about WhatFont is they have a community and you can ask a question. But if one of the other ones finds it automatically, I'm not going to waste my time with the community here. Alright, so here's our last one uploaded to WhatFont on MyFonts.com. And it is supposed to be Abril Fat Face. So we'll just scroll and see if we see this one. Alright, so Abril Fat Face is on this list. It's actually on the second page, so that we can count. This is a win. So WhatFont got 1 right out of 4. So definitely the lowest ranked one of the 3 we've tried so far. So let's try a 4th site. So this one is the font Maturator on fontspring.com. Again, I will link to all 4 of these below. So let's upload our first image. This one is super similar to the first one that we used, so we need to put a box around the words. Then again, we'll click Maturate it. So this one's actually not seeing the font, so I'm going to try just cropping it to the word organic. Alright, so now I'm getting an unknown error. Please try again. Try one more time. Alright, so I'm going to start all over. Upload the image and just pick organic, and we'll try once more with this image. Otherwise, we'll just move on. Alright, so this time I've just drawn a box around the word organic, and we'll maturate it. Alright, again, this one isn't pulling anything up for me to actually do. We're going to try a different image. We'll just call that as not a match. We will go to the second image and see if we get a better result. Alright, so we're just going to highlight the word hydrated. Alright, and maturate it, see what happens. This time it's got a manually adjust button, so we are, oh, there we go. Okay, so we got fonts that actually match this time, so we'll try these. The first one, this one is Roboto Condensed. And I'm not seeing it anywhere on here. So let's try a different image. Alright, so this one is Limelight, and we're just going to scroll down to see if we see Limelight anywhere. Okay, I do not see Limelight anywhere. I'm going to try one more image, and we're going to call this one a non-working site. Our last one uploaded, and it is the Abril Fat Face, and I'm just going to scroll down and see if I see anything, and then we'll just call this one as the one that I would least recommend. Okay, so So I'm going to call it as 0. So that is Font Spring Maturator.
Hands down, my favorite one of the 4 is WhatFont is. Again, I've linked to all 4 of these in the description below so you can find those easily. After WhatFont is, next would be maybe Font Squirrel, and then WhatTheFont, and then last would be Font Spring. But I would definitely, if I was you looking for a font, I would try WhatFont is and put your image in there and see if you can find the font, or at least one that's super similar when making your project. So I hope this helps you find those fonts when you're looking for them to make projects on your Cricut machine. If you have any questions about anything we've covered today, feel free to ask those in the comment section below. If this video helped you at all, please give us a thumbs up. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.